Welcome back to the video, guys. My name is Everletcher, and today I am back with another Rush Royale video. So I'm actually already in a game right now, but today's video is going to be more of an informative video for you guys to help you guys kind of better understand the game. Because I know Rush Royale at first glance is a little bit more difficult to get into than most games, just because there's kind of a lot going on. So today's video is going to be step number one, kind of a beginner's guide to the game. We're going to be going over every single different boss in the game and telling you guys what it actually does, so you guys can try to figure out your favorite ways to counter it, which I will be doing a video in the future on my personal easiest ways to counter each boss, so keep your eyes out on that if you guys enjoy this game. But with that out of the way, like I said, let's just hop into the bosses. So there are actually 6 different bosses in the game as of the time I am recording this, so 6 different bosses can be a lot, because when you first get into the game, you don't really know anything about the bosses unless you've watched videos prior to playing it, or you went out and read every single one of the little help articles in the settings, which I personally did not do. So if you guys don't like reading, then this video is going to be a great alternative for you. The first boss is actually going to be the Tamer. The Tamer is the easiest boss, and it's one that I believe comes up, for me, it comes up more frequently than the rest of them, but it's the easiest boss. All it does is summon extra little monsters behind it, and you guys can see the monsters right here. The monsters are literally just simple things. The purple things, that's a mini boss. Just ignore that right now. There is a special mini boss called like the Banner Lord or something, which I don't even know what that does myself, but I don't even think I've seen it before. But anyways, the Tamer, yeah, it literally just summons extra little units behind it, extra little monsters. It's really easy to counter. Honestly, just go about playing the game regularly how you would if you have the Tamer for your first boss. I'm in co-op, so I don't know what my first boss is going to be, but if you're playing PvP, then if you get a Tamer, just play the game regularly. It's really easy. It is the easiest one to actually counter. So the next one is actually going to be the Gorgon, and the Gorgon is one of my least favorite ones to go up against, because the Gorgon is a little bit more difficult than the other ones to actually counter. If you really don't know what you're doing, then you can actually get screwed over very, very fast from using the Gorgon. And I will go, like I said, another video from now, because I don't want to make this video too terribly long. In a different video, I will explain the easiest ways to actually go out and counter each of these bosses. But I want to leave some room for you guys to figure this out yourselves. So if you guys want to, you guys can. But if you guys don't want to, look forward to that video in the future. But the Gorgon, all it does is it periodically will turn each of your units into stone. So it'll go 2 by 2. So when it first comes into the game, it's going to turn 2 of your units into stone, and then I don't know exactly the time frame, but then later on it's going to turn 2 more units into stone, and it can be very, very annoying. And if you don't have a lot of units on the map, it can absolutely destroy you, and you just absolutely can't do anything. So I actually have a Tamer right here. You guys can see it literally just turns and summons in more monsters behind it. That's all it does. Really easy to actually counter, especially in co-op. I actually am not merging anything right now, so it's really bad for me. But yeah, it's really easy to actually counter, so take my word for it. It's not hard. But yeah, so the Gorgon, all it does is turn 2 units into stone every now and then. And like I said, just if you don't have a lot of units on the map, it can absolutely screw you over and make you lose the game. The next one we're going to be talking about is going to be the Bedlam. The Bedlam, all it does is this one's actually really good. It can be very helpful or very, very bad. It's the most gambling type of unit there is, because sometimes you get screwed over and sometimes it helps you out a ton. All the Bedlam does is it'll periodically transform your units on the map to a different unit. So like right here, I have a vampire. It can turn it into a thunderer, or it could turn the thunderer into the pyrotechnic. It can really turn anything into anything. Only the cards you have equipped in your deck though, so don't worry, it's not going to turn your freaking, if you don't have the freaking a wind archer equipped, it's not going to turn your vampire into a wind archer. Only the ones you have equipped in your deck out of the 5 you selected. That's really all it does, so no worries there. That is literally the only thing for the Bedlam. I'm not going to tell you guys any easy ways to try to counter it, so you guys can figure that out yourself. But in the next video I do on this game, it's probably going to be the easiest ways to counter every single boss, so keep your eyes out for that. I want to keep promoting that, because like if you're a new viewer and you're looking for that, you might want to keep your eyes out, maybe subscribe, so you make sure you guys see it when it comes out. Anyways, the next one is going to be the Warlock, and the Warlock can actually be very, very detrimental towards your game, because what the Warlock actually does is it does 3 different things. The first thing it does is it's going to destroy a random unit of yours on the map, which can absolutely suck. It can screw you over completely because, well, it's destroying your units. It doesn't, like, it destroys them by randomly, so it can destroy one of your best ones, or it can destroy one of your worst ones. So it's really just luck based, basically. So like if you're just really unlucky, you can absolutely get screwed over, and it can take out your best troop on the map. back to back, which can really suck. That's only the first thing that it does. The second thing that it does, it's going to restore more of its own HP, so it could double it, or if you've barely even touched it, then it could make it even more than what it was when it first spawned into the map, which absolutely sucks. And after it does that, it's going to start ignoring all of the unit effects and the traps that your units put on the map, which is going to suck big time, because if it's ignoring all of the effects, like slow down effects and stuff like that, and stun, well, you're screwed basically, because it's really easy for it to just go straight through the map and make you lose. Speaking of losing, I'm hoping we don't lose right here, but I'm not looking too good. I really need to get my pyrotechnics to an odd number so it actually starts doing area damage, because the area damage on these things is absolutely nuts. There we go. That's what we want right there. But anyways, let's get back into this. The next one is going to be the Tribunal. The Tribunal does, I think, two things. The first thing it reduces half of your unit's merge rank by 1. So half of the units you have on the map, it's going to reduce their, so right here, this one's my pyrotechnics a triangle, and the vampire is a square, which is the 4th tier and the 3rd tier. So what it would do is it's going to turn this one into a tier 2 and my vampire into a tier 3. It's going to take half of them. So half of all the units I have on the map are just going to reduce them by 1 merge rank, which it's not the worst thing in the world, but it can definitely hurt you. So just look out for that. The next thing is actually going to be something kind of, it's actually not kind of similar. I don't even know what I'm saying right here. But the next thing is going to actually end up, it's going to end up ignoring all of your slowdown and stun effects. So after it does the first thing, you better hope you already have a bunch of damage on it, because you're not going to be slowing it down no more. It's just going to go straight through the entire map, and you could easily lose. And I just lost right there. And then the last one that we actually have is going to be the Puppeteer. The Puppeteer is not actually too bad. It's not that bad of a unit. It's kind of like the Bedlam. It can actually, it's nothing like the Bedlam. What am I talking about? It actually sucks. It sucks. The Puppeteer, it does two things. The first thing that it does, actually I'll do the easy thing first. The first one thing that it does, it'll shift your units in a single direction. So right here, I have three vampires and 3 freaking sentries down right now, so it could shift them in any direction. So it could shift them to the left, right, up, or down. If it shifts them up, then my vampire and this sentry right here are going to go upwards, and anything that's on the top row is just going to be put on the bottom row. That's literally all it does. Not that bad. It doesn't really affect you that much. But the other thing that it does is it'll reduce the power level of every unit by 1. So the power level is down here. So right over here, I upgrade my pyrotechnic up, my vampires up, and my sentries up. It's going to reduce all of these things down 1. So all of these are going to be reduced back to level 1. If it's already level 1, it can't be reduced at all. But that kind of sucks. So right here, I'm going to get my vampire level 3, and it's going to reduce it down by 1. So my pyrotechnic and my sentry right over here are going to be dropped down back to level 1, and my vampire is going to go down to level 2. So that can really hurt you a lot, because, well, if you've already spent a ton of, or if you've already upgraded everything up 1, they're going to go right back to level 1. So it kind of sucks a lot. But don't worry, guys, that's all that we have for all of the bosses right now. So that's literally every single boss in the game. So it's not that much to actually take in. It's not as much when you actually look into it. It feels like a lot more when you actually absolutely don't know anything about any of the bosses and you're actually trying to play the game, because it can be very overwhelming and very mind-boggling. But that's actually all I have for today's video. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, I would very greatly appreciate you to smash the like button. And if you want to see more content, then make sure you subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be getting more helpful beginners videos for you guys on this game, because like I said, this game can be a little bit difficult for the player's first experience, and I want you guys to have the best experience for your first experience possible, and my videos might help you. Anyways, hope you guys all have a very blessed day. I will see you in the next video, and goodbye.